So the camp of Nigerian Super Eagles is now bubbling back into life as more players begin to arrive for that very important encounter against South Africa on the 7th of June, which is next week. So the report right now is that up to 5 players, more than 5 players have already arrived in camp, and they are set to start the first official training today, which is going to be held around 4 p.m. Right now I'm recording this video, it's already after 4, so they're definitely setting up for their first training, which was supposed to be held yesterday, based on the report. But for the fact that there were not a lot of players in the camp yesterday, Coach Finidi decided to shift it today. So today is going to be the day that they do that first important training. And of course, more players are also expected to join in. The guys that are already in camp, the guys that are in camp right now are home-based players based on the report. The likes of Ojo, Olorunleke, Sadiq Ismail, Kenneth Ibukwe, and the Tanzanian-based defender Benjamin Tanimo. So these are the guys, 5 guys, that's the 5 people that actually showed up in camp first after Coach Finidi and his crew. So we expect more players. Of course, I mentioned the likes of Terry Murphy being around Calabar, Cross River Calabar, yes. So the proximity is so close, he should already be in camp right now. And then Ndidi as well. He was in Lagos at some point. Right now I expect Ndidi to also be there. And a list of other players who I would also expect that they are already there in camp right now. So Dele Bashir, who the midfielder who plays for Hatay Sports, actually landed Lagos, Nigeria yesterday evening, and he is now on a route to get to the camp, and join the guys. The report is that he was going to take a 3 p.m. flight, from Lagos to Uyo today. And I would expect that he's already there, because it shouldn't be more than 30-40 minutes flight time from Lagos to Uyo. So everything is going on fine from the look of it. Even before the boys showed up in camp, the camp was already bubbling with activities, because William Chus-Ekong had already started his official launching of his Chus-Ekong Foundation in Uyo State. And it's in the same stadium. I mentioned that in the last video. Part of the initial event was that 2 teams from the academy actually lined up and played against each other. Ekong officiated the game that involved 2 academy teams kicking it off for the launching. And then he spent a few minutes playing for either side of the team. But that was not the main event. Of course, I said that the main event is going to be on the 2nd, which is tomorrow, where we expect some really top football celebrities and music celebrities and the likes to attend that one. And Tanimo, who was one of the guys that showed up in camp, was also pictured attending the event, the launching, where these 2 academy players played, and also taking pictures with Chus-Ekong. The more updates coming in from the camp regarding our players, and the report right now is that most of our players, or all of our players, will arrive in camp between today and tomorrow. And it's going to be very important, because Finidi is going to need a full house for him to effectively impart a strategy on these boys. And considering the fact that our opponents have already started their own campaign in their country, and the gist is that they won't arrive in Nigeria until Wednesday, which is like 2 days to the match. And speaking about our opponent, South Africa, their head coach, who's Hugo Bruce, has now lamented, or has now cried out about a certain aspect of their game that might actually affect them going forward in this Nigerian game. And the aspect is the fact that they are a team that don't really score very plenty goals. They don't score a lot of goals, and this has been a very worrying start, not only for the coach but also for the team itself. Their last game was actually against Algeria, and they played that game in March with a scoreline that ended 3-3. And despite the draw in that game, it was a positive game for them, because the last time they scored as much as 3 goals was a really, really long time ago. And this is the worrying issue with the coach, the worrying issue with the team, and the coach has now expressed it. In their previous 17 matches, they've only managed to score 13 goals. And out of these 17 matches, they've failed to score in 9 of these games, which is a really worrying statistics to keep. And that's why the coach has now expressed that this is something that the team needs to fix going forward, because playing a team like the Nigerian Super Eagles and not scoring goals, not taking your chances, might actually have a negative effect. It might be the difference between them getting something out of this game and then losing the game. But the South African head coach obviously has a plan for fixing his goal scoring situation for his team, and he's now said that the reason why he invited the likes of Leo Foster and Ekrak Reyners were to help them in this goal scoring department, because these two guys are very prolific with their teams. He mentioned that Leo Foster is someone that has experience playing in top competition, and he scores goals in important games as well. So he's saying that this is the reason why he has now brought these two guys into the mix for them to start getting goals for the team, and he wants to bring these guys into the Nigerian game. But leaving that, just let me let you know that Tosin Adarabioyo, Nigeria's Eagles eligible player, has now is now close to joining Chelsea Football Club. And we talked about him a few videos ago, where I mentioned that his contract is due to expire this June with Fulham, and that he doesn't want to renew the contract with Fulham because he has lots of interest from top clubs who wants to give him a better offer. And there were a number of club sides who showed interest in him, but right now it seems like he's going to favor a move to Chelsea, a free transfer move to Chelsea. Chelsea have now showed great interest in signing Tosin because they want someone to replace the outgoing Thiago Silva, which is why they've now identified Tosin as the player that they want to secure right now. He's going on a free transfer based on the reports, and although Newcastle are still trying to see if they can negotiate a deal to get Tosin to divert to Newcastle instead of Chelsea. But Tosin has said himself, based on the report, that he is interested in a move to Chelsea, and it's something that he relishes. So we could see Tosin go to Chelsea for next summer. But it's still subject to agreement of personal terms with Tosin and his agent. But that's what's happening right now. Chelsea wants to buy someone who has experience already in the English Premier League, which is why they are looking towards getting Tosin for that one. That's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share this one. React to any of the stories that you like. Thanks for watching this one. Stay tuned for more updates regarding Nigerian Super Eagles, the camping situation. Take care of yourselves and stay tuned to the channel.